Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Ultra Donis back with another video. Before I get started, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just jump right into it. Let me adjust this a little bit here on the fly. We live, right? So today's video, I want to talk about what is my fragrance philosophy. That's what I'm gonna call this. So basically, you know, I could do another top 10 list. I could go top 10 best fragrances of the summer, compliment getting fragrances of the summer. But I might give you that before the summer ends. But in the meantime, I would rather talk about something that might be a little bit more interesting in your opinion, or in my opinion, that you might enjoy as well. And that's how I go about picking my fragrances. Like, so here's how I'm going to narrow it down, right? So the main thing for me is, I'm going to go straight to the point on this part. Compliments for me, yes, are very, very important, because it's almost like instant feedback on how the fragrance, especially from the ladies, of course, right? The ladies' reactions, how they feel about certain fragrances. My collection used to be massive because of influencers or other people that said this fragrance smells very good. My collection used to be massive because I used to blind buy a lot of things. And for me, here's one philosophy point number one. Maybe I can do it like that. Never blind buy anything unless you've had experience with it, okay? So never blind buy anything. That's my philosophy number one. Because you can go to a store, you can go to a Bloomingdale's, you can go to a Neiman Marcus or Macy's for that matter, or anywhere that sells colognes, right? And get the bottle, spray it on test strip, smell it, you're like, damn, I really like this fragrance. And then you go out and you buy a full bottle of it, and then you're like, yo, this ain't the same, because everybody's skin is different. You got skin chemistry, you got when you wear it, you got sweat, you got all kind of different factors when it comes to buying, picking a fragrance, right? Everybody's skin is different as far as how a fragrance is going to project, and how it's going to, the sillage and everything else that comes along with it. So, you never blind buy a fragrance. Always sample it first before you fully buy it, because test strip and skin, totally. I mean, that might sound self-explanatory. I'll give you an example. There's a fragrance, Roja's, Roja's Elysium Oceana. It smelled amazing on paper. It smelled amazing on the store. And then I got me a sample from, this bottle's damn near $600 last time I checked. But I got me a sample from Scent Split, an official provider of niche fragrances and samples. And I smelled it and I was like, yo, I put it on my skin, it smelled like baby oil, like very expensive baby oil. And I'm like, no, this ain't what I smelled at the store. I smelled more of a salty type fragrance, but I smelled it on a test strip. So I don't know if it's the batch that I had got. I don't know if they changed the formulation, but you always want to make sure that you don't blind buy anything. Philosophy point number two, always, like, if you're not sure about a fragrance, do your research, but also buy samples. I'm really, really big on buying samples. There are many sites out there that are official sample places. The one I always put over is Scent Split. That one to me, hands down. You can get samples too from your Macy's, from your Neiman Marcus, especially after you buy a full bottle of something that you are 100% sure about, and go from there, right? You want to buy samples so you can test these. So that way you can go back to what I was saying earlier and get said compliments. If you you can experiment with different fragrances, you can you can be. It's a small price that you pay for most of these samples in order to get the experience before you spend your money on this, right? So there you go. So that's my philosophy. Always want to buy a sample before you buy a full bottle. Before you commit to a full bottle, make sure you buy a sample. Philosophy number 3, don't take my word for it. Don't take an influencer's word for it all the time. It might, what I like might not fit your taste. What I like on your skin might not give you the compliments what I like. But I will put myself over a little bit and say that every time I've recommended, for the most part, I have a good percentage on things that I recommend to people as far as compliments or whatever it is that they're trying to look for when it comes to a fragrance. They always come back to me and say, man, you were right, man. My girl liked it. I had chicks that really liked it. So it just depends on what you're looking for, but know what you want in a fragrance too. That's what I'm saying. That's what also too. Just don't blind. I mean, unless you got the money like that to do that, and even if I do have it, that doesn't mean I want to just burn it away on stuff, on bottles that I won't use. You got people out there that got hundreds of bottles and stuff, and they just enjoy collecting things, right? But that's not the way. That's not my philosophy. My philosophy is, you got all these bottles, and then they saying people that got all these bottles eventually. They've like, you know what? I'm never going to be able to wear any of this shit in my lifetime. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. And sometimes you can sell it and get full value back, but most of the time you're not, or they have to give it away to people. I've given away a lot of my colognes, a ton of my colognes to people because either I don't like it, either it just didn't fit my style anymore. I was just collecting just for the sake of collecting. Now, if you're a collector, that's you, right? And if I get to a point on this channel that brands want to send me bottles of things, then of course I'm going to try. Of course I'm going to take it. If I don't like it, I'm going to sell it, period, right? But that's free. I didn't have to pay for that. But if I'm paying my hard-earned money on that, I would rather get something that I'm sure about, that I'm confident in wearing, that I actually like, right? So that's, I guess that's philosophy number 3. So just don't take my word for it. Don't take the influencers. Don't take your YouTuber and your Instagram and your TikTok. Try it out for yourself. See if it works. And then my final philosophy is just be confident. It could be something on your fragrances. It could be something that on my skin it smells terrible, or it could be too sweet, or it could be too syrupy. But also you want to know when to wear fragrances too. So do your research on when this fragrance pops. You don't want to wear nothing super sweet and 100 to 110 degree weather in Florida or in Texas, or someone that's extremely hot. You want to wear it at an appropriate time. There are seasons for it. I feel like spring and summer, like there's some states like Georgia, for example, that get all 4 seasons, but like here in Florida, it's either hot or it gets cold for like maybe a month, 2 months tops. And when I say cold, under 60 degrees or under 70 degrees, that's kind of mild to cold here, right? Under 70 degrees, but other places you get all 4. But really, spring, summer, fall and winter pretty much lumped together in most places. And then you got, spring and summer for most states, most countries for that matter. They kind of blend together though. But you got a couple of places, you got a couple of states, you got a couple of countries that have all 4 seasons. So you just want to keep that in mind. But that's really my philosophy, is to get compliment getters. My collection I have out here are nothing but fragrances that I either get compliments on or that I actually enjoy wearing, that I'm confident in wearing, that they're season dependent. I don't have a lot of winter stuff anymore because it never gets cold here in Florida like that. Not enough for me to be wearing it. That's why I got some of my Dior Home Intense. I love that fragrance, right? But I can't really wear it, but like maybe once a week, which is fine because then it gets to sit in my collection the oils get to sit, and a lot of times it's a lot stronger because I've let it sit for a while, or in a dark place, or even on my shelf over here for that matter, right? Yeah, I think that's a myth too. No direct sunlight and all that other stuff will mess up the fragrance. I believe that's a myth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my fragrance philosophy. So to go over it, in no particular order. Don't blind buy. Never blind buy. Always sample first. Don't take my word for it, and buy fragrances that you're comfortable with. And then the bonus, all fragrances for the most part are season dependent. So just keep that in mind, and then you're gonna get the compliments that you want from the ladies' reactions, or whoever you're trying to get them compliments from. But you're gonna get the compliments that you're looking for. If you follow these rules, right? You got to test things out. That's why I'm always so big on samples. You got to test things out around people, and around the ladies and whatnot, in order to get these reactions that you might be looking for, to get the said compliments. Plus your style and everything else has to go along with that. But that also, my last philosophy, you want to make sure that that whatever fragrance you're wearing, you want to be dressed apart for it. So if you're wearing Royal Oud, for example, Creed's Royal Oud, like if you're wearing, you can do whatever you want, but it just doesn't match if you're wearing Oud in the summer with jeans on. Like, people might not say nothing, but they're going to be looking at you sideways like, what? Like, that's too much. Like, suit and tie, maybe somewhere nice. Hypnotized by Fire, people like to put that one over. You wear that in the winter. Maybe nice suit, tie, falcon leather. Those kind of fragrances, like they're atmosphere dependent. Don't just be wearing something for the sake of wearing something if you want to get the ladies' reactions or the compliments. And your style gotta be right too, man. Like, you just can't be looking all raggedy with some of these fragrances. But other than that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed something different than another top 10 compliment list, because like I said earlier in this video, it might get that person a compliment, but it might not get you one. And then you'd be like, oh, I spent all this money. I spent $100 and $200 on the fragrance and it didn't give me a single compliment, because it just doesn't fit you. Find what fits you. Bonus philosophy. Find what fits you and wear it with confidence. So other than that, this is Ultra Donis. I'm signing out. I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one.